Hello, everybody. It is time for another API night. And this time we have our 25th cohort at Code Chrysalis CC25. We're really excited to have you with us this evening and to have Orakado, Christy, and Hide with us from Stripe as well. For those who are not familiar, week 7 of our program is Industry Partners Week. This is a week in our immersive course where industry partners from our community graciously donate their time, mentorship, and support to our students to help them on their journey as engineers. First, we'll have Orakado from Stripe share a few words, and then after that, we'll get into student presentations. Thank you so much, Orakado, for being here tonight. Please take it away.
Michael. Hello, everyone. I am Orakado, and I'm a software engineer from Stripe. Let me just quick introduce myself before introduce a little bit about what Stripe do and about Stripe business. So I just joined Stripe from 2021 in 6 months. And previously, I was working at Mercari and a fintech startup. I would like to say a pleasure and honor to work with Code Chrysalis today. And we have got a lot of valuable feedback about developer experience within Stripe API. Thank you very much. So Stripe mission is to increase the GDP of the internet. And basically that we are working with our business partner to enable them with their online business. And with that said, Stripe also start with a very humble start back in 2007. If you ever remember, we have got Nokia with the physical keyboard. Apple haven't released their iPhone yet, and Twitter is just on their first footstep around the internet. And that was the time that our founder, Patrick and John, was working at a company in a tool called Automatic, which is literally an eBay sales inventory management tool. It working well, and it's get user people sign up, everything good. But when they come into accepting payment, then at that time there was WordPay, and there is not so straightforward process to start accepting payment at that time. And alongside with a lot of information you need to fill into their website. You also have got like literally over 400 pages to read about to start implementation, payment accepting integration. So it was obviously not very straightforward, and they decided to start their own journey. And back in 2009, that's its very first commit of Stripe. That's how Stripe started. It's from the first ever commit from Patrick. And then Stripe expands after like almost 10 years or more. Then we support a lot of business online. We have them building their online business, and some of them even come a lot more bigger than you have known them in the times. And you can see the name here. And also in Japan, we have been enabling a lot of business with their online business as well. And let's think about Stripe. Stripe is the integrated payments platform. That sounds very complicated, but really it is a building block of accepting payment. We have the core logic to help you integrate payment, and over that we build product like Connext, which is enable you to be a platform matching your seller, your payer, and like build a economy platform by yourself. We have Brother, which is using machine learning to help you fight fraud, and we have Billing for a business that want to build subscription or recurring payment, and there are lots more business. So that was a quick introduction about Stripe, and we are in. you can go to stripe.com/jobs to see opening roles. And to introduce Stripe staff today, I'm Orokaro, and we also have Hide and Christy. Say hi. Thank you very much. And here's the link.
Okay, thank you so much, Orokaro. Very useful information for anyone to work with Stripe as a partner, or maybe even work there. Give them a contact. Let them know. Okay, we'll turn it over to our students in just a moment. Before that, I want to share a little more info about Industry Partners Week, one of the busiest, most jam-packed weeks of our immersive program. This is week 7, which begins with a halfway assessment where students are tasked to use their knowledge built from the first half of the course to create a full stack app in just one day. On the second day, we ask them in their second ever team project to build another full stack app from scratch, this time with the requirement being that they use our industry partners technology. In this case, of course, Stripe. You'll be seeing these apps tonight that have been prepared over about 3.5 days. So it's really incredible stuff. These students all just started this course 6 weeks ago and have gone from struggling with basics to being able to build full stack applications in a very short time. And we look forward to seeing their continued growth. Next, I'll pass it over to Team Connext. Team Connext, get ready to present in just a moment. Their app, Connext, is an online marketplace built to facilitate the bridging of generations within communities. Team Connext, are you ready to go?
Yes, Michael.
All right, take it away.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our short presentation about the project we've been building over the last couple of days, and which is called Connext. So, to understand this project, let's talk about Mr. Takashi. So Takashi is a 42-year-old salaryman in Japan. So as you can see, he's a really busy person. He doesn't have much time even for his lunch. And because he's busy and he's working far away from his hometown in Kyushu, he doesn't have much time to visit his relative, his friends, or his parents. And that's actually a problem for Mr. Takashi. To be more precise, the father of Mr. Takashi is now 71 and is living alone in his hometown in the small village in Kyushu. And he receive almost never visiting guests. And Takashi is actually worried about this state and he would like to know if his father is healthy, if he's eating well, if he's sleeping well, if he's feeling joy in his life. And because he doesn't have much time to visit his father, he's now ready to spend a bit of money to make his father's life less lonely. And this is where our project comes in. So Connext, which is basically a contraction between connection and next generation, was created to help Mr. Takashi in his task to make his father's life more enjoyable. And what does Connext do? It basically links people of different generation living in a similar area. But before we go into the technicals, I'm going to pass the relay to my neighbor, Tesu, who is going to give you a small demo about our application.
Thanks, Etienne. Okay, so as you can see, here's the application of Connext. And you can see the grandma with like an adorable and lovely smile. And here's it. You can put the username here as a Takashi and password in order to log in. And after you log in, you can successfully see welcome back Takashi as a username and select the location is Sotetsu, a village in Miyazaki Prefecture. And here's the helper for the father of Takashi. And then I would love to choose someone who's available and has the highest rating. And you can easily see the highest rating with the green color. So who is the green highest color with the Tuesdays available? that would be Nagisa Goto, right? So there's a 3 options: birthday party, full day service, and half day service. And birthday party, it's not yet his a birthday yet, so I would rather choose full day service. So just check it and click the select Nagisa. And as soon as you click it, it jump onto the checkout page, and then you can see the full day service 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and the cost of 40,000. Right, so please, and then type the email, and then put the card information on it. Then of course the name of the card, Takashi Tanaka. And then when you pay it, and then if it takes a few moments and then it's successfully paid, as you can see the success message with heartwarming picture. Right, so that's the demo. And now I am going to pass it over to Devin.
Thank you, Tesu. So I will be introducing the team behind Connext. So as a team, we decided to split the project into front end and back end. And for the project, the tech lead was Sota. So on the back end side, we had Etienne, who is from France, and Sota, who is from Japan. And on the front end side, we had Tesu, who's from Korea, and me from the US. And what we use to build Connext. So for the deployment, we chose Heroku. For the front end, we ended up using React. And on the back end, we used Node.js, Postgres, and Next.js, and of course, the Stripe API. So now I will pass it over to Sota, who will talk about the future plans for Connext and some of the challenges that we faced.
Thank you, Devin. So I'd like to talk about the future feature of this service. So first feature would be a helper side application. So currently only user can log in, but also if helpers can log in, they can check payment data, or if they need change availability, they can change it very flexibly. Our next feature would be an implementation of Google Maps. So with this feature, the users can clearly see where the helpers are located based on such result. And another feature would be increasing the search options, such as more precise location searching according to zip code. Also adding another searching criteria according to rating of helpers and availability would be nice to have. And this feature will make it easier for users to find helpers who better suits their needs. And another feature would be a Japanese version of the website. Since main target would be Japanese people, a Japanese version of this service to make this product more accessible. Also, deployment on Google Play Store or App Store will make user help use this service on the go. Lastly, for secure registration and login, JWT authentication login system would be nice to come with this app. Next, I'd like to talk about the challenges that we faced building this app. So time constraint, so time management is always challenging for this program. We had only 3 days and a half. So doing everything from planning to building an app was very challenging. Also, we used Heroku for deployment, and we often face the problem getting data from a database deployed to Heroku. And there are a couple of problems. So first one was that migration and seeding into Heroku Postgres database wasn't successful. And the cause was that the migration somehow didn't make one column, and seeding was throwing an error saying unable to insert data because column was missing. So we observed the build log of Heroku and found the problem and adjust the column accordingly, and it led to fixing the bug. The second one was the setting of environment variable. So Heroku needs SSL authentication set as an environment variable, and we missed the setting. We missed the setting, and it was causing the bug. So we again observed the build log of the Heroku and set the variable and able to successfully get data from the database. So now I'll pass it over to Tetsu for another challenge we faced.
Thanks, Sota. So the challenge we faced was getting familiar with Stripe API function in a short period of time. So it was our first time to face the using API of Stripe. So of course, we are not really familiar with it, first of all. So first thing first, like we look at the documentation and then trying to implement it, but we got the error, which is about relating to the course problem. So we thought maybe using the course having the problem, but it was not working. So we asked the staff of Stripe members, and then still we couldn't figure out what was the problem. So what we did next was I asked the instructor about the problem, but still we couldn't figure out what was the problem. So we ended up spent more than 4 hours, around 4 hours to spend what was the problem. But actually, the problem was just one line of the code, which is not sending the request, body request. So in this challenge, what we learned is just read the documentation carefully and just check that our code and documentation code is exactly the same. If it's not, of course, you throw the error. So that's what we learned for this challenge. Right. So thank you for your attention and thank you for all Stripe people for their support.
Okay, thank you very much, Team Connext. Your thoughtful app provides a very useful service in these times of population decline in rural communities across Japan. It's always real heartwarming to see applications with a larger social purpose. Thank you, and you can leave the stage when ready. And thank you for your amazing presentation. And thank you, everyone, for watching. Please leave comments and show some love and support to our students. And of course, like, subscribe so you don't miss the next event. And thank you again to Arakado, Christy, Hide, and Michael, and everyone else at Stripe for donating so much time to our students. We really appreciate your compassion and generosity. And before we wrap up, I just want to announce a couple of important things coming up for this cohort. Since week 2, these students have been preparing 25-minute tech talks on a topic of their choice. This time, students cover such topics as web accessibility and everyday uses of blockchain. Those talks will be uploaded here on our YouTube channel in a few weeks, so keep a lookout for that. And in 5 weeks, they'll be fully fledged engineers presenting to you once more for Demo Day on March 24th. Please mark your calendars for that occasion. And good night, everyone. Thank you for your continued support. Take care, and we'll see you at the next event. Bye-bye.